Welcome. This segment will show you how to assemble the Plug Aerator tool. First, you will attach the aerator knives, part 10, to the spool assemblies. Start with a double spool assembly, part 2, and place it on a flat surface, standing on one end. Attach 4 aerator knives to the side that is facing up, one on each corner. Place each aerator knife at one corner with the wider end going in the middle, fitting the hook in the first hole and aligning the second holes. The curved edges should be facing up. Place a carriage bolt through the aligned second hole and secure it on the other side, using first a lock washer, part 9, and then a nylock nut, part 13. Tighten the nylock nut securely using the wrench. Repeat to place 3 more aerator knives on that side of the double spool, and then flip the spool over to secure 4 more aerator knives onto the other side. Repeat this procedure to fasten aerator knives on the other double spool assembly and on both single spool assemblies. Next, lay out the parts in a row to make it easier to assemble all of the parts onto the shaft, part 1. Start at one end of the shaft and place a cotter pin, part 4, through the holes on the end. Next, you will place each part, in order, over the other end of the shaft and bring it down toward the end with the cotter pin to secure it on the shaft, stacking each part on top of the one before it, following this order. First, a washer, part 12. Second, a flange bearing with the wide side down first, part 8. Third, a spacer, part 7. Fourth, another washer. Fifth, a split bearing with the wide side down first. Sixth, a single spool assembly, part 3, with the aerator knife side down first. Seventh, a split bearing with the narrow side down first. Eighth, a washer. Ninth, another split bearing with the wide side down first. 10th, a double spool assembly, part 2. 11th, another split bearing with the narrow end down first. 12th, a washer. 13th, the long spacer, part 6. And then we continue on the other side in reverse. 14th, a washer. 15th, a split bearing with the wide side down first. 16th, the second double spool assembly. 17th, a split bearing with the narrow end down first. 18th, a washer. 19th, a split bearing with the wide end down first. 20th, the other single spool assembly with the shaft of the assembly first. 21st, a split bearing with the narrow end down first. 22nd, a washer. 23rd, the second small spacer. 24th, the other flange bearing, part 8, with the narrow side down first. And then the last washer. Now secure the parts on the top end of the shaft using the other cotter pin. Using your pliers, bend the ends of both cotter pins to secure the parts on both ends of the shaft. In our next segment, we'll attach the Plug Aerator to the master platform.